こんにちは、ジャパニーズアモのミサです。Today we are going to learn how to make the past tense of must form. So, for negation, we changed must into mustn't, right? But for past tense, we just changed the must into mashita. So I'll show you the examples. If you want to say I eat in must form, how do you say it? 食べます, right? 食べます. And I don't eat, it'd be 食べません. And I ate would be 食べました. And I also want to show you how to do past negative. So I didn't eat, we say 食べませんでした. So 食べません means I don't eat or I will not eat. And we add this でした. Do you remember this でした from adjectives? So, for example, if you want to say it was quiet, then do you remember how to say quiet? 静か, right? And if you want to say it was quiet, we say 静かでした formally and 静かだった. So, ません negation and でした past tense. So, I didn't eat 食べませんでした. So, it's kind of longish, but you can do it. So let's say I saw the new movie. So the word for new, do you remember? 新しい. So new movie would be 新しい映画, right? And then I saw. So to see is 見る and must form is 見ます, right? And negation 見ません, I don't watch. 見ました, that's I saw. 見ました. So I saw the new movie would be 新しい映画を見ました. 新しい映画を見ました. If you want to make a sentence like Did you already watch the movie? So to make a question, did you? We just simply put the か at the end, just like ですか, like 美味しいですか? Is it tasty? Is it delicious? We just can say 見ましたか? Did you see? Did you watch? And the word for already, we say もう is also the sound for cows. So I think in English you say もう. In Japanese we say もう. So it kind of sounds like already. More is also used like to show the frustration. What's enough? More. And if you use this more with negation like ません, then it would mean anymore. So if you want to say I don't watch anime anymore, which is a shame, you can say アニメをもう見ません. But we're gonna use more as already here. So, did you already see the movie? 映画をもう見ましたか? And if somebody says 映画を見ました, you might want to ask what movie or what did you see? Do you remember how we say what? 何, right? But if you want to say what is in formal speech, we say something は何ですか? So we change 何 into none. But in the sentence what did you watch? We don't have to change 何 into none. So it will just be 何を見ましたか? You can do the same for what did you eat? Can you try? 何を食べましたか? And if you want to say what did you read? It's the same. 何を読みましたか? So, what did you watch? 何を見ましたか? If you want to say I saw Spider-Man, we say スパイダーマンを見ました. So that's simple. And how do you say to go? 行く and must form. 行きます, right? So how do you say I went? 行きました. If you want to say I went to a store. So the word for store we say お店. You can get rid of the o and say 店, but I personally often say お店. So I went to a store. Store particle for to and to go. お店に行きました。お店に行きました。And if you want to make a sentence like where did you go? The word for where is どこ。So do you remember これ、それ、あれ。これ is near myself, それ that near yourself, あれ that kind of far-ish. And the word for here, we say ここ and there near you, around you, we say そこ and over there is あそこ. So ここ、そこ、あそこ. So they are related to これ、それ、あれ. どこ is quite easy to remember because it's similar to ここ、そこ、あそこ, right? And then どこ. So where did you go? In Japanese, you have to say, did you go to where? So we still have to use the particle に to. どこに is to where went. 行きましたか？どこに行きましたか？ And then if you want to say, I went to Japan, then 日本に行きました。日本に行きました。How do you say I went to Japan last year? So the word for last year, we say 去年。So 去年日本に行きました。去年日本に行きました。And if I want to say with whom did you go? Then the word for who is 誰。So with whom we say 誰と。And you can just say 誰と行きましたか? And if your answer is with friends, then you can say 友達と行きました. Or you could just say 友達とです as well. But if you went alone, then the word for one person, we say 一人. But if you want to say alone or by myself or on my own, we say 一人で. 一人で行きました. I went there alone. The word for when is いつ. So if I want to say, when did you go to Japan? Then we say, いつ日本に行きましたか? いつ日本に行きましたか? And if you went there last summer, you have to say last year's summer. So the word for last year, do you remember? 去年, right? 去年. And summer, it's 夏. You can remember you eat lots of nuts in summer. So you say 去年の夏 for last year's summer. So you can say, I went to Japan last summer. 去年の夏、日本に行きました。去年の夏、日本に行きました。So we've learned a lot of things. So the word for what is 何 who 誰 where どこ when いつ why どうして or なんで I often use なんで in informal speech and どうして informal speech. If I want to say why did you choose this, the word for to choose is 選ぶ So can you make must form? 選びます So the past tense is 選びました So why did you choose this? So the word for this is これ right? So これを選びました means I chose this. So the word for why is どうして right? or なんで Let's use どうして here. So どうしてこれを選びましたか at the end. どうしてこれを選びましたか And if you want to say because it's cute, I chose this. You can say かわいいから選びましたかわいいから選びました I'm going to explain this in later lessons, but we put the reason first in Japanese, so you can't really say 選びましたかわいいから You can do that when you're speaking, is, you can't always think the reason first and the reason comes later, but when you write, at least you have to say 可愛いから選びました the reason first. Anyways, we're gonna do this a bit later. Let's practice more past tense and past negative. Yesterday, I didn't go to work. So the word for work, do you remember? 仕事, right? And yesterday, 昨日仕事に行きませんでした。昨日仕事に行きませんでした。What about hang out with my friends? To hang out, we say 遊ぶ, right? And with friends, 友達と So, 友達と遊びました。友達と遊びました。The word for to be late is 遅れる. To be late in English it's an adjective, but in Japanese 遅れる is a verb and it has る ending, so can you make the mass form? 遅れます And if you want to say I was late or I'm late now, then we say 遅れました Sorry, I'm late. Then you can say すみません遅れました What about I wasn't late? 遅れませんでした What about I studied math in university? So university we say 大学 The first kanji means big and the second kanji comes from the word 学校 which is school, so like big school 大学 In university you can say 大学で right? 大学で The word for math is 数学 and to study is 勉強する and the mass form is 勉強します right? So I studied 勉強しました So in university I studied math. It would be 大学で数学を勉強しました大学で数学を勉強しました But I talked to my friends in the cafe. So cafe is cafe. So to talk to friends, in English you use to, right? But we say talk with friends, like speak with friends. So with friends, do you remember? 友達と, right? So to speak is 話す and the past form 話します and the past tense 話しました So in the cafe I talk to my friends. It would be カフェで友達と話しましたカフェで友達と話しました So I want to ask you what you did on the weekend. So what did you do on the weekend? We say 週末は何をしましたか週末は何をしましたか So some people probably work even on weekends. So you can say 週末は仕事しました for I worked on the weekend. Some people probably have studied Japanese. Then 日本語を勉強しました or he read a book at home, then at home うちで and then book read 本を読みましたうちで本を読みました Some people probably have watched TV, then うちでテレビを見ました He went to a cinema, then 映画館に行きました You listen to music, then to listen music, do you remember? 音楽を聴く So 音楽を聴きました So I want you to leave a comment and let me know what you did on the weekend or whenever. There are lots of new words in this lesson, but please review the words we've learned and see you in the next lesson. じゃあまたね